Tales of Demons and Gods, Chapter 1, Reborn. The world outside the street ancestral mountains has already been occupied by the snow-wind beasts. People living in the mountain range have not had any contact with the outside world for hundreds of years. No one knew about the situation of the outside world. It's said that when humanity was at its peak, there were numerous powerful empires, but they were all wiped out. However, due to its stealthy location, this city remained well guarded from the Age of Darkness. It would often be under siege by the beasts, going through numerous devastating wars. But the city would be repelled again and again. Those motley walls were an indubitable monument. This city represents the hope of humanity. It's called Glory City. Holy Orchid Institute Fighter Apprentice Class. I heard that the new teachers from the Sacred Family and the silver-ranked demon spiritualist Sacred Family? That's one of Glory City's 3 major families. Unlike fighters who use their own strengths, a demon spiritualist can integrate demons into his own soul realm and merge with them during battle, gaining power far surpassing a fighter. Demon spiritualists and fighters have the same 5 levels: bronze, silver, gold, black gold, and legend rank. Each rank has its own different star levels. I am one of them. My demon spirit is Scarlet Flaming Fox. The Scarlet Flame Fox is a gold rank beast, meaning that the highest rank I can reach is a gold rank spiritualist. Of course, after that, I can replace it for a stronger, more powerful demon spirit. After merging, I can gain its strength and fire abilities. Light rays burst the clouds, sudden awakening. My hands, why have they become smaller? Where is this? Century? I am the Holy Orchid Institute? I exhausted. All of my strength died in battle. I shall be surrounded by the Sage Emperor and 6 deity beasts. Why did I return to the Holy Orchid Institute? Could it be that I have been reborn? Luffy, Juicy, they are still alive? And her, you said she is also alive. I actually returned to the past. This isn't a dream, right? Right. Must be the temporal demon spirit book. It's gone. My demon spirit book. It must be temporal spirit book that brought me back to my 13-year-old body. That's always been with me ever since I obtained it. After numerous battles, it became smeared with my blood. In my previous life, Glory City suffered the furious onslaught of snow-wind demon beasts. The guardian of Glory City, legend ranked demon spiritualist Emu, died in battle. Only a few thousand survived and fled together to the endless desert east of the straight ancestral mountains. During the escape, one after another died. Nightfall the sky dims. Under the threats of death, we snuggle tightly together. Traveling through the endless desert together, we stayed strong because of each other's smile. But happiness too short-lived. When I looked back, it was already too late. I ended up surviving the journey. After walking out of the endless desert, I traveled throughout the Devon continent, meeting many humans that have survived against the demon spirits, and had many mysterious encounters, including the temporal demon spirit ball. A pity that, at the time, I was still too weak. When Glory City fell, my family and brothers died in battles. Yuzen also died during the escape. When I died, I wished to see those days when I had just met her. If the heavens were to give me a second chance. The heavens have granted me a second chance now that I'm back. I will definitely make sure that Glory City isn't destroyed again. If it wasn't for the destruction of Glory City, Yuzen, as a lord's daughter, wouldn't even have a second thought about a member of declining family like me. But now that I have been reborn, all of this won't be a problem. Although my talents full with the knowledge from the temporal demon spirit book in my previous life, increasing my abilities will be no problem. Daily, why are you smiling? Just being happy. Good brother, glad to see you. How is the good brother with you? Hey Lord, release me. No matter what you think, in my heart, you are my good brother. Where do? I know that you belong to one of the noble families, but let me warn you, don't get any ideas about that girl. Her identity is very mysterious. When she just joined the school, the principal personally arranged her dorms. She is a woman. When will this little girl grow up to become that sultry, beautiful woman? I will protect you and we will grow up together. This good-for-nothing has been staring at me for a while. If he dares to bully me, I will teach him a lesson. Chapter 2. Viewing the sky from the bottom of the well. Shen Yue, right. He is from the Sacred Family, one of 3 major families. They can be considered a generation of geniuses, Shen Shui as his aunt. In my previous life, Shen Yue had always been pursuing Yuzen. It was said that both of them were already engaged. In terms of family, they are both well matched. If Glory City hadn't been destroyed, they would definitely be married to each other. However, when Glory City was under attack, the Sacred Family betrayed Glory City ran away. The current dilemma is that this Yuzen has a good impression towards Shen Yue and looks at me with disdain. She thinks of me as a useless nobility. Nevertheless, thanks to the temporal demon spirit book, we have been allowed to meet again. Where do? Yuzen is the daughter of the city lord, a legend spiritualist lord, Yimu's granddaughter. She also has a science role. She also has a science soul. If Shen Yue managed to marry Yuzen as his wife, our influence within Glory City would greatly increase, which is why we arranged him into this class. For the next 2 years, You are all my students, although the school mentioned that all the students are equals. I have to inform you a cruel truth. In this world, equality doesn't exist. After you all grow up, you will agree with my words. You can be living in this fairy tale forever. Glory City is the only city that survived through the Age of Darkness. Therefore, we are the hope of humanity. There are two types of powerful existence in Glory City: the fighters and the demon spiritualists. Among thousands of fighters, there will only be one of demon spiritualists born. Demon spiritualists are noble existence. As of now, Glory City only has a few thousand demon spiritualists. We are the guardians of Glory City. Fighters and demon spiritualists are differentiated into bronze, silver, gold, black gold, and legend rank. The higher the rank, the more powerful they are. Only if a gold rank demon spiritualist appears in a family can that family become an aristocrat family. If a black gold rank appears, the family can become a noble family. And if they want to become a major family, 3 black gold or a legend rank has to appear in the family. Among the 36 few here, there are some from iron worker families and some from noble families. Although yours started the same, your status isn't. I hope that everyone has a certain level of self-awareness. A commoner will always be a commoner. Wanting to become nobility is impossible. I so gave up on the thought of rising up and turning into a phoenix. Even among the nobles, there are strict levels that can never be exceeded. Dozy, although his family circumstances weren't good in my previous life, Dozy was very hard-working and talented. He still became a gold-ranked demon spiritualist with his own strength and without the support of his family. During the destruction of Glory City, many nobles only thought of how to escape, but it was commoners like Dozy who fought for Glory City until the bitter end. In my previous life, the first one to flee was you, Sacred Family. Teacher Shinshui, I have some questions. That brat that's been coveting you and has come looking for trouble himself. Teacher Shinshui, you mentioned that Glory City is the only city that survived through the Age of Darkness, and that we are the only humans alive. Do you have an evidence supporting this? What's the question? Has teacher gone out of the straight ancestral mountains before and visited the endless desert? Toxic forest? What heavenly luster mountain? What northern snow? Oh, I have always been in Glory City since Paris. I have not gone to those places. The Blood Moon Marsh, the Spirit Grove, the Heavenly Luster Mountain, and the Northern Snow? Oh. Since Teacher Shinshui has never visited those places, how can you be sure that we are the only humans surviving? Then, what evidence do you have to prove that we are not the only humans alive? Evidence? Let me tell you a story. There was once a frog who lived in the bottom of a well. Since his birth, he had always been in the well. Therefore, from the start, he could only see part of the sky. So, he claimed that the sky is only as big as the hole of the well. But is the sky only the size of the hole? So, we say that the frog is viewing the sky from the well. Viewing the sky from the well? What an appropriate description. Actually, talking back to me and saying that I'm viewing the sky from a well, he's getting on my nerves. Actually, publicly challenging the teacher and tasting using nearly hats off to you. Teacher Shinshui, I have another question. What questions do you still have? You said that a commoner will always remain a commoner. Wasn't Lord Yimu a commoner when he was younger? Is teacher unaware of this? Chapter 3 Brothers. That's right. Lord Yimu used to be a commoner. But didn't teacher Shinshui say it was impossible? Aren't you contradicting yourself? You. In Glory City's 100-year history, Lord Yimu is the only one to have climbed to the peak. Lord Yimu is a prime example. Regardless of the origin, everyone's potential is limitless. Nothing's impossible if one is willing to climb. Smartass, do you think putting things this way can change the harsh reality? You talk about Lord Yimu's glory, but not about those who tired to do the same. Unable to ever become a fighter. Nearly right. You can be considered an aristocrat family. Since you don't follow your place, let me see what kind of talent you have. With your talent, you can only reach a bronze rank fighter in your lifetime. Wanting to be a demon spiritualist is simply impossible. Nearly red soul rail, current soul force is 5. Physical strength is 21. You are inferior to even the weakest of commoners. No wonder you dare to speak this way. You're just trying to hide your honor, low self-esteem. If it weren't for using, I wouldn't be classmates with this trash. Such poor talent, only fit to live in the lower classes of Glory City. With such talent, even within your family you wouldn't receive attention. Yet you acted so pramp and rude to your elders. Teacher Shinshui, you think that soul realm decides a person's future? With that despicable character of yours, you will only defer you the gifted and mock the mediocre. Yet here, you stand preaching principles. You're just trying to cover your despicable Silence! How do you think you are? You dare to disrespect your professor? I feel ashamed having a teacher like you. I guarantee that in this class, there will be many commoners exceeding your expectations, obtaining unimaginable achievements. And instead of nurturing them patiently, you used harsh words to demoralize them. You are not worthy to be a professor. I have weak talent, so what there will be a day I will become a legend rank demon specialist like Lord Yimu and marry the most beautiful woman in Glory City. This is the funniest joke I have heard. I read Soul Real actually said that he wants to become a legend rank demon specialist like Lord Yimu. Even when he was younger, Lord Yimu was tested to have amazing talent. Having the Science Soul Realm, you think success comes solely from hard work alone? Ridiculous. Rather than running your mouth hair, why not start learning more earnestly? I know your heart is full of contempt, but one day I will shut your mouth with hard facts. Aptitude doesn't determine a person's worth. Using weak to defeat the strong to overcome the heathen. We practitioners are already challenging the impossible by going against the heathens. Without continuous fighting spirit, without the courage to turn the impossible possible, even possessing extraordinary talent is useless. Teacher Shinshri, how about making a bet with me? What bet? We will bet that on the test coming in 2 months' time, I will be able to reach bronze rank demon spiritualist. If I fail to do so, I will quit this school. However, if I succeed, then you will resign. How about that? You talk big. You think that you can raise your soul force from 5 to 100 in 2 months? I only asked one question, Teacher Shinshri. Do you dare or not? That being the case, why would I not dare? I don't believe an egoistic brat like you could achieve anything. Who do you think you are? Behaving so arrogantly. Such rudeness towards your teacher. For the next 2 months, you will stand at the back of the classroom while listening to the class. Since Teacher Shinshri has agreed to the bet, don't regret it later on. Regret? What a show! Don't come to me crying later on. Future legend rank demon spiritualist got punished standing. He is afraid of withdrawing from school. Weren't you paying a guest a good while ago? Nelly is a nobility and was punished for speaking up for us commoners. How can I remain seated? Since you like standing, then you can stand together with him. Why are you here? Sitting down is pretty boring. I feel more relaxed standing. Can't I? So it's you. This guy to speak up for us, he even made such a big bet. Nearly seems like a reliable person. I will support him until the end. With this bunch of brothers, it doesn't feel that bad. Chapter 4. Money makes the world go round. Continuing with our lesson, the results of everyone's soul force tests out. Among the students, Yuzan has a science soul realm with a soul force of 86. Shinimi and Nenga both have a green soul realm and soul force of 78. They will soon reach 1-star bronze realm. Congratulations to them. Science soul realm soul force of 86. With talent like that, they might be able to reach legend rank in their lifetime. We actually have such talented individuals in our class. Seiyu Ninka, first child of the Seiyu family, one of the 7 noble families. Her soul force is only slightly beneath Yuzen. Before Glory City fell, she already became a silver-ranked demon spiritualist. Together with Yuzen, they became the generation's twin stars. In order to curry the favor of the 3 major families, the Seiyu family forced Seiyu Ningers to marry into the Sacred Family and marry Shin Yu's elder brother, but she was unwilling. Hence she left her family and went into the straight ancestral mountains, Black Devil Forest, and never came back. If given the chance, I will definitely help her in the fighter and demon spiritualist test in 2 months' time. I hope that there will be a few more 1-star bronze ranked demon spiritualists. It will make both me and the Holy Orchid Institute very proud of you. Once a fighter's strength or demon spiritualist's soul force reaches 100, they can be considered 1-star bronze rank. Achieving the minimum requirement is extremely difficult. Lots of people are unable to do so their entire lifetime. Ability to lift 100-pound rocks, breaking a tree, the thickness of an arm with a single punch, considers you as 1-star bronze rank fighter. As for a demon spiritualist, it's much more difficult. Soul force is divided into 7 different colors: red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, azure, and indigo. An average person would have a red soul realm. Wanting to be a demon spiritualist seemed to practically impossibility for them. People with orange and yellow soul realm, they are more suited to training with soul force. And people with green or cyan soul realms are considered extraordinary talents. They are the only ones that could accomplish becoming a 1-star bronze rank within half a year. At the time, they would enter into an official fighter of demon spiritualist class. As a member of the Sacred Family, since young he was provided with elixirs, allowing him to easily surpass his peers. It would be easy for him to get his soul force to 100 in 2 months. He is waiting for the test. Only I'm worthy of her. Nelly is considered nothing. He actually dared to make a bet with my aunt that he will become a 1-star bronze rank in 2 months. So egoistic and arrogant. You think it's easy to become a 1-star bronze rank? Her red soul realm dared to make such an egoistic statement. As for those who claim to be able to reach 1-star bronze rank in 2 months, I want to see what extent they can reach. 2 months? There's still time to spare. Nelly, do you like Yuzen? Yeah. Yuzen is beauty in it. Seeing that you are my brother, I shall not fight with you. But as a brother, I have to warn you. Yuzen's identity is too noble. It isn't of someone we can match. You too. Can you be more realistic? Yuzen is a super genius with a science so realm. Soon, she will be 1-star bronze rank demon spiritualist. I estimate that in 2 months' time, she will be able to enroll in the official demon spiritualist class. After that, her cultivation will definitely soar. Whether she remembers you or not is still a problem. What I hate most, is that you nobles are constantly thinking of chasing after girls, not knowing how to work or train. What do you mean by nobles constantly chasing after girls? You are kidding. I have always been working hard, at training every day. At most, I have only used a half day thinking about girls. Good heavens, what kind of people did I get myself involved with? Nearly, I recommend that you give up. Focus on training instead. Don't worry, I'm well aware. Things what I want to do will definitely be accomplished. Fine, no matter what you do, we'll always support you. Dozy, Lu Piao, I will make you both become the strongest demon spiritualists. Forget it. I only have a red soul realm. With the support of my family's elixir, becoming a fighter isn't an issue. But becoming a demon spiritualist is way too hard. What's the use of becoming a fighter? The higher you climb, the harder it's to train. And a fighter can't possibly match demon spiritualist of the same rank. On the battlefield, a legend rank fighter isn't even worth a black gold rank demon spiritualist. You must know that demon spiritualists are powerful combat forces. No need to become a legend rank fighter. I would be satisfied if I reached even a gold rank fighter. Red Soul Realm, so what? I also have Red Soul Realm. Nelly, could it be that you have some method to refine Soul Force in order to raise our levels? Just listen to me. As long as you don't back down, you will become a powerful demon spiritualist. Back down? Never. Will it be hard? If I can become a demon spiritualist, I wouldn't be beaten up by my dad all the time. Wanting to become a demon spiritualist and you are worried if it's hard? How could it not be? It's not that hard. You just need a lot of money. It can be solved as long as you have money. Then that will be easy. I saved up 2,000 spirit coins, amounting to commoner's family's expenses. If I can become a demon spiritualist, I can afford to spend it all. What can 2,000 spirit coins do? Of course, it's not enough. You will need at least millions of demon spirit coins. Or even tens of millions of demon spirit coins. Chapter 5. Operation begins. Nelly belongs to the Heavenly Marks family, a declining aristocrat family. The master of the house is 1-star gold rank demon spiritualist. The family's annual income is around 600,000 demon spirit coins. The family's annual expenses are very large. Just the expenses of the family's children's school fees amount to 300,000 demon spirit coins, along with various other expenses, often made the family struggles to make ends meet. Left with no choice to sell some of the family business to support themselves. The Heavenly Mark family still has the younger generation that are enrolled in the Holy Orchid Institute. Only an outstanding member of the younger generation will allow the family to rise again. All of kinds of demon crystals, don't miss it. Misters, Mrs., please take a look. It's a new bronze rank armor with a snow wind pattern inscribed on it. Mr. Smiths, please, take a look. Look! Bronze rank armor with a snow wind pattern inscribed on it? How much it says? 60,000 demon spirit coins. Good heavens, it's so expensive. This is a bronze rank armor with a snow wind pattern inscribed on it. The pattern was drawn using the blood of a snow wind banshee. It was at its prime before being killed. A snow wind banshee isn't easy to hunt. Their characteristics also made the Jointles have strong attacking ability. This is definitely suitable armor for snow wind type fighters of demon spiritualists. Bronze rank armor alone costs 60,000 demon spirit coins. Then wouldn't silver rank and gold rank armor be even more expensive? My monthly allowance is only 500 demon spirit coins. Forget it. Hey, Nelly, what are you looking around for? It's Shinui. Look, Yuzin is over there. Very good. I'm lacking a bronze rank gauntlet. Wrap this up for me. Okay. Here, mister. Here is 60,000 demon spirit coins. That's an interspatial ring. Although it looks small, the space inside is huge. It's usually kept somewhere on the body. When he bought that gauntlet earlier, he didn't even check and just put it into his ring. Tyrant, easily forking out 60,000 demon spirit coins and even having an interspatial ring. This is simplex. Nelly, he is handsome and rich. What can you compete against him with? Better give up now. Yuzin will not fall for this kind of move. Nelly knows that what Yuzin wants the most right now is friendship. In his previous life, she always wanted to be friends with Seo Ninger, but their identities let them fight her apart instead. Fine. It seems she indeed doesn't care about money. What exactly is her family background? Nelly, she wouldn't like girls, right? If so, it's game over. Let's go. I'm starting my plan. Lupio, go buy 2 crossbows and 500 crossbow bolts. Crossbows cost 160 demon spirit coins each, and bolts cost 30 demon spirit coins each. Don't get cheated. We will meet up at the school's training grounds. Nelly, have you bought them before you are so clear on the price? Since it's my plan, I should be the one buying them, but my monthly allowance is only 50. Sorry. Doozy, we will buy black bull grass. Okay. In addition, Nelly also bought some lower fusing Asian. They should be around small hills. Found it. Zoysia grass. Black bull grass, Zoysia grass, and lower fusing agent. What are you planning to do? Black bull grass has a paralysis effect, but it's very weak. Generally, used to smear on wounds as a pain reliever. As for zoysia grass, it's a very common weed, but no one has found a use for them yet. However, if used together with a fusing agent and a blackpool grass, it can greatly strengthen the paralysis effect of the blackpool grass. Oh, how strong is the paralysis effect? Doesn't have any effect on ordinary demon beasts. The effect is worse than low-grade paralysis agents. But did you realize horned sheep never eats zoysia grass? Horned sheep? Let's go. Nelly, you wouldn't happen to be alchemist, right? In Neil's previous life, he only had limited knowledge of it, but Glory City's standards were simply too low. They can't even be considered real alchemists. Nelly can look down on those so-called alchemists in Glory City. When he was having his adventure around the continent, he enters the toxic forest. The people living there survived countless attacks from the venomous demon beasts. They are considered real alchemists. Compared to the alchemists in Glory City, I would be considered. I guess so. Sixth bottle. Okay, let's head to the training grounds. Luffy should be waiting. Such tall doors. These are the training grounds established by the legend-ranked demon spiritualist Lord Yimu and the principal of the school, who is a black gold-ranked demon spiritualist. Training grounds? I only ever came here a few times. Luffy, why are you even later than us? I said crossbows and arrows. But I finally managed to get this battle armor. This place is specifically made for those below silver rank. Every year, experts in Glory City would capture some low-level demon beasts and place them in the training grounds. Students can hunt them for obtaining fur, demon crystals, and various other beast materials. First, let's go to the guard post to confirm our student identity. Then we can enter with our current strengths. We will hunt the hornet sheep in the training grounds. Although they are herbivores, we still need to be careful. Chapter 6. Hornet Sheep Hunter. The hornet sheep is a type of herbivorous low-level demon beast. They don't initiate attacks on people, but they do possess a bad temper. They are highly territorial. Once they detect trespassers, they will attack without hesitation. This buster nearly actually made me act as a pet. Damn it. Oh my god, this horned sheep is so scary. Shoot it quickly. This guy, we agreed for him to stand still. If he had not moved, the horned sheep would just run into the trap. A horned sheep running wildly like that would have its leg fractured, allowing us to take aim. Oh, it missed. You guys actually made this kind of mistake. I have really made the wrong friends. This horned sheep seems to be mad. What now, Nelly? Dead? Never imagined that this drug would be so effective. What drug? This is a horned sheep that could defeat 2 Eye-Star bronze fighters. This is the anesthetic drug we specially concocted for the horned sheep. Nelly, do you know about dangers? It's to be the pet? Because of you, my butt was almost split open. Is that so? If you hadn't run like that, the horned sheep would have fallen into the trap long ago. But Nelly, your archery skill is really too awesome. You were actually able to shoot a running horned sheep from its blind spot. A normal person wouldn't have this kind of archery skill, even if they trained for 10 years. I might have shown too much skill there, after all. I'm only 13 years old now. Tidy up quickly. We don't want anything other than the horns, the fur on the neck, the demon crystal and the demon spirit. Just this pair of horns can already be sold for 5 demon spirit coins. The fur on its neck can be sold for 3 demon spirit coins, while the demon crystal can be sold for 5 demon spirit coins. Meanwhile, the time we took to kill 1 horned sheep was no more than the time it takes to brew a pot of tea, if we calculate in this way. If we continuously hunt horned sheep, we will be able to get over 1,000 demon spirit coins in one day. I will be able to pay for my own school fees. The large debt that my family took on for me to enter school can also be paid off completely. We have to be a little bit faster. There will be no sleeping tonight. For those like us who have been cultivating since we were young, even if we haven't reached the level of bronze rank fighters, pulling a few all-nighters is easy. Another one done. It's almost dawn. Let's go. We hunted a total of over 120 horned sheep last night, and that spoils were sold for over 1,400 demon spirit coins. So we will get over 400 demon spirit coins each. In the next 7 days, the 3 of them lived the life of hunting horned sheep in the training grounds at night, while returning to the Holy Orchid Institute to attend lessons in the day. Hey, have you realized? There seem to be much fewer horned sheep in the training grounds lately. It couldn't be that a spotted tiger or something like that entered the grounds, right? I heard that the institute dispatched teachers to investigate, but didn't discover anything. It's really strange. Over these few days, we have earned over 16,000 demon spirit coins, a really huge amount. We can do a lot of things now. Nelly, I'm really sleepy. We have worked for 7 days already. I will go catch a short nap. I also want to sleep for a while. You guys, look for a safe place to sleep. First, there is no need to come tomorrow. I have other plans. Oh, finally, I can have a nice long sleep. I will go to explore further and maybe I will run into something interesting. There is something there. It's human. Who else would come into the training grounds so late at night? Let's take a look. There is a clearing here. This sign light, it's soul force. This light, this person should be entering bronze rank soon. Chapter 7. See you, Ninja. Hey, Nelly, did you hear Seyuninger has returned to the institute and has also been assigned to our bronze class? Apparently, she fell seriously. That Seyuninger, who was in the same class as us last time. 3 years ago, she left the school after having just reached the star bronze rank. After being sick for 2 years, her cultivation also deteriorated, and it's said that she was plagued by sickness and pain afterwards as well. I didn't think that she would train herself back life again. Yeah, what a determined girl. This is fate as well. She's known as one of the 2 beautiful twin stars of our generation of newcomers. Stop dreaming, idiot. She was already betrothed to Shenfei of the Sacred Family long ago. Zeuninger, Winged Dragon family, has always wanted to carry favor with the Sacred Family. Sigh on, what paces? Aren't you also in the bronze class just like me? You would better spend your time thinking about how to become strong instead. Duze has already entered the silver class. You, perder. Still cultivating her soul energy at this time, she is indeed hard-working. That also means that illness of hers is about to befall her. In this life, since I already know about it, there is no way I'm going to ignore it. If she continues cultivating this way, she will be taking her own life for granted. So are you? Oh, hold it. Let's talk this over. Keep the blade away first. You are Nelly from our class. What are you doing here? Well, what are you doing here in the middle of the night? I'm cultivating my soul energy. I'm just taking a walk. Stop lying. Don't think I don't know that you all have been continuously hunting hornet sheep this last few days. So, you already know, long ago. Then why did you still ask? Woman, are they all such troublesome creatures? I'm going to continue cultivating. I will be on my way. You are still not leaving. Do your feet feel hot like they are burning every time night falls? You, how do you know? I know even more. Although your feet are boiling hot, your body is extremely cold. Every time in this midnight, you suffer greatly like you have descended into a chamber of ice. Even when you try to cultivate, you can't muster the strength to do so. Isn't that so? Looks like this is indeed the syndrome of the extreme coldness you have often cultivated at night, which has led to cold energy entering your body, clogging up your meridians. Furthermore, your constitution already one that's extremely cold. If you cultivate to bronze rank at best, you will be bedridden and experience a great reduction in your cultivation. At worst, your body will explode and you will die. Presumably, by now, multiple braces will have appeared in your body, causing unbearable pain and persisting for long durations. and they would also have spread further as your cultivation increased. I spent so much effort in order not to be married off to someone like Shinfei, in order to take control of my own destiny. I cultivated like crazy, carelessly, trying to become stronger. I spent so much effort and was about to reach the 1-star bronze rank, and you are telling me that my cultivation will disperse and I will die from my body exploding? Nelly, you know what's afflicting me, so you must have some way to cure it, right? Can you help me? The extreme coldness syndrome. It's recorded in the library of the Holy Orchid Institute and isn't some incurable disease. Really? How can it be cured? It must be treated using a message based on a special redirection technique which warms the meridians and spells the breezes, while consuming a medicine made from golden thread grass and heavenly bell grass every day. With your current condition, you should be able to recover in about a month's time. A redirection technique? Most importantly, you must guarantee no longer cultivate your soul energy in the middle of the night. Let me take a look at your soul cultivation technique. Okay, gift. A major family like this, yet even the descendants of their main family line are actually practicing this sort of low-level cultivation technique. No wonder Glory City fell in the end. What did you say? Oh, nothing. This soul cultivation technique is really too lousy. Someone practicing this will inevitably damage their meridians. The fact that you have been afflicted by extreme coldness syndrome has a lot to do with the technique. Replace this phrase of connecting the heart and I with connecting the heart and mind. Rephrase this part with when the well and spirit merge, the heart and mind will connect. This is a technique handed down from our ancestors. It's also ranked 6th amongst all the soul cultivation techniques. That I was actually saying to change it just like that. Changing it like that should just about do it. Why are you giving me the kind of luck? Hold on, Nelly, can you say all that again? I will note down everything you say. Oh, that looks like you really weren't listening.